I'm back, guys. Welcome back to Astro Sounds by CP. It's none other than your girl, CP, and I don't even know where to begin to talk about how terrible I am for not recording a video and I don't know how long, but I've had so much going on in my life. Not that y'all care. It's no excuse. I'm supposed to be loyal to my Astro babies out there. But yeah, I just had a lot of stuff going on. All good though. And when I was gonna record this next video, which I knew my next video was going to be on cancers, I was like, I'm gonna redo it. I'm gonna be somewhere really nice. I'm gonna have my hair done. None of the above. I'm at a hotel as usual, and we're not gonna talk about my hair, but whatever. But it's been heavy on me that I needed to record a new video, and it's the perfect time. I mean, we just entered into cancer season, so I got this cancer energy flowing around me. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna record my video, and it is what it is. So here it is. Thank you for tuning in. If you have not already, make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button somewhere down there, and check me out, because I promise y'all, I know I say this all the time, I am going to start recording these videos a lot more frequent than I have in the past, and they're going to get better. I have a new idea that I won't talk about now, but I'm going to do it to add a little flair onto my videos. But let me just jump right into talking about these cancers, moon children. So Cancer is, of course, a water sign. The symbol is going to be the crab, and it's the perfect animal to represent the Cancer, literally, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. It is a money sign. One word to describe a Cancer is loyalty, because loyalty means so much to them. They're very loyal. First of all, they're very loyal, and they need loyalty in return. If they're not getting loyalty in return, it just throws their whole freaking equilibrium off. They turn into, I don't know what they turn into, and I don't think they know what they turn into. But as I just said, they're also a money sign. One of the two. There's only two money signs in the zodiac. The other one is Taurus. I don't know if you guys saw my Taurus video. If you haven't, make sure you go watch that and like it. But yeah, they're a money sign as well. And I'm going to get into how they're a different type of money sign than the Taurus in just a little bit. Hopefully I don't forget to mention that, because it's kind of important and big. But anyway, some attributes in regards to the Cancer is they are very receptive, they're very sensitive, they're very imaginative. Of course, everybody knows that Cancers are kind and sweet. Cancers may even be the zodiac or the astrology favorite. I don't know, are they the sign favorite? Because everybody generally, when you say Cancer, oh, Cancers are so sweet, and they are, but it's back and forth. They're yeah, we'll get into that part too. But yeah, they're very kind and sympathetic, very emotional. Let me run that back and say that again. They are very emotional. They have we'll get into that in a second, because they're so sweet and so nice, and they're so kind that if things aren't a certain way, it just throws their emotion, it throws their equilibrium off. It makes them act out. They have a very active and intuitive mind, very, very, very intuitive mind. And it's because they're a water sign. Most of the water, not most, actually, all of the water signs, being Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, are very intuitive. They generally say that if a person is psychic, they are probably a water sign. If they're not a water sign, they have a lot of water sign in their birth chart. There's different planets that are going to be in water, because the water signs are very, very intuitive, and as I mentioned before, and I'm going to say this again, as I get into all these videos on the general attributes of these signs, it's not going to be all black and white to every sign. That is because everyone has a unique birth chart. So nobody is different. No sign is different. Some people can be a certain sign and not portray any of those qualities, because their chart may be a complete opposite of what their sun sign is in. So you have to look at your birth chart for you to really understand yourself and to understand astrology. That's why so many people say that astrology is not real, because when they look up themselves and look up what their sign is, it's none the same. But if you look up your birth chart, I guarantee you will not say that that's inaccurate. You're not going to say that. But anyway, I'm getting off track. So the ruling planet of the Cancer is going to be the moon. And that's why people call them the Moonchild. I always say that. I always say Moonchild when I talk to Cancers or reference Cancers, because I just think it's a cute little nickname, for one. And then number two, they're ruled by the moon. And the moon governs your emotions. They govern your behavior. They have like this magnetic influence, this intuitive influence. All that's governed by the moon. And if you think about it, that's why when there's a full moon out, a lot of people are like, oh, it's a full moon. Oh, this is going to happen. Or this is why I'm acting this way. Because the moon is a heavy magnetic influence on us. And that's why Cancers are a little cuckoo. Sweet as pie, but they a little cuckoo, It just depends on what side of the moon they might be on at a specific time. But when it comes to Cancers, if they get what they need, then they are going to give you the best in return. That is for sure. Like, when they care for somebody, nobody can change how they feel for that person. Like, it is what it is. They're going to be loyal. That's why that one word that describes a Cancer is loyalty, because they got your back, If they rock with you, they rock with you. And they're not even going to let somebody talk about you, let alone let somebody like influence how they think. Unless you got a real weak Cancer on your side that's just got a lot of stuff going on, you cannot alter the way a Cancer thinks about you if they love you. And I'm not just talking about in a romantic relationship. I'm talking about of course a family, because a family and Cancers are like, they will hurt you over their family. But even as a friend, or lover, if they're not going to let somebody talk about you, and how somebody else feel about you is not going to change the way they feel about you. They are natural nurturers. They're going to be that sign, those people who are going to give unselfishly. They just give, Sometimes they give to the wrong ones. Actually, a lot of times they give to the wrong ones. They say that Cancers are a lot of times victim to theft. And that's not necessarily a monetary thing. I mean, you could steal their heart, you could steal their loyalty. You could just steal. You could almost steal their soul, because they sometimes give their heart, their love, their bodies, their everything to the wrong ones, because honestly, they're always looking for love. Like, Cancers are lovers. If you look, Cancers and Pisces, when it comes to this, they're like right there. They're like neck and neck. Like, they love, and they gotta be loved, and they're just, it's a good thing. But if it's being given to the wrong person, or if they're looking for it in the wrong person, it can be a very bad situation for them. But they just have a natural instinct of making others feel good and cared for. They have a heart of gold. They sacrifice for the ones that they love. So honestly, a Cancer will put themselves to the back burner for you if they love you. And I don't know, if you're that person, then it's good for you, but sometimes it sucks the life out of them, and then they end up becoming crazy. But one thing that Cancers need to work on is they need to work on recognizing their hidden anger. Because once they give all this love and get taken advantage of, then Cancers are known for snapping like a crab. Now I'm going to go back to what I said about their the symbol or the animal that represents them as being the crab. They're known to snap, and it's because they take and they take and they take. It takes a lot for them to snap, but they will snap. It's kind of like a crab, like the animal. So it's like going all slow, and then it just goes real fast, and then it goes real slow, and then it just moves this way, and then it'll be right beside, and then it'll just bite. It'll just claw you or snap you or whatever the hell they do. But they just do it suddenly, like it just happens like that. 1 minute it's they're this way, and the next minute it's that way, and that's just because they have a hidden anger. Number two, they let themselves get taken advantage of so much that they just snap. And sometimes they snap on the wrong person. Sometimes they snap on the right person. sometimes they snap on themselves. It's just, you just don't really know. And they become blind to, back when I said that if they love you, nobody can change that about of how they feel about you. That's a bad thing also, because sometimes they're blind to spotting the failing that somebody has within them. Because they love you, they don't even recognize that you're not right for them, or that that you're doing them wrong. They just don't see it. Or sometimes they do see it and they're just still stuck. But on the contrary to that is, when they're initially meeting someone, or before they love you in that way or trust you in that way, they have a very difficult time trusting you. Cancers have a very difficult time trusting others. They have a difficult time trusting themselves and the universe. They just don't trust. But when they do, the trust just goes away. It's just, they're there. They they're like the type of person that once they have a good relationship with you as a friend or a lover, they'll hear all the, like they say, tea that you want to give them. So in other words, like, they'll hear all of your personal secrets, or all of your drama, or all of your scenarios, or whatever. And they'll give you good advice and they'll be there, but if they have a secret, you're not gonna know. Most cancers, I'm not gonna say all, but most cancers are very, 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 very good at hiding their secrets well. Hiding their secrets. They do that very well. Like, yeah. You will not know. They will take something to their grave. And if you just so happen to be a person that they tell all their secrets to, oh my God, you might as well sign up to be in that person's life forever. Because when a Cancer loves you, whether you're a friend or lover, it's for the long haul. Like, Cancer is the sign that's still cool with all their exes, their ex-wife, they're always have like still a connection to them. So if you happen to be a person that they do tell all of their secrets to, yeah, they're gonna love you forever. They are. Whether if it's your best friend or lover, they tell you everything. If they've told you everything, I should say, you might as well know that Cancer will love you to the day that you die. Okay? Because they're loyal like that. It takes a lot for them to get to the point to tell somebody those deep dark secrets, so that if they do, like, you just might as well like engrave it in stone to be their friend forever. But one thing that I will say, when they are done with like a romantic relationship, they are done. They might still respect you and be cool with you, but they're not. Once they're finally done, they're done. And when they're done wrong, if you do a Cancer wrong, I feel sorry for you. I do. I feel sorry for you, and this is why. They're real low key with it. Like, they might not snap on you right away. They might not retaliate initially. They might, if they're at that point, that breaking point that I talked about before, they might just like flip the fuck out on you, and you just like, whoa, you know what I mean? But if they're not at that point, I feel sorry for you, because they're going to plot and they're going to sulk and they're going to just like figure out a way to like get you back, or like haunt you. Like, they'll haunt you, or they'll like get you back in a way that you didn't even know was like coming or possible. Like, a Cancer will probably like get you back by taking, this is so random, I don't even know how I thought about this. Maybe I read it somewhere, I don't know, but it just popped in my head. But a Cancer will take a box, like some hard spaghetti noodles or something that's really soft, and just beat you with it. Beat you to death with it. I don't know, that was just random. Like, they'll just take something random and then just hit you with it, and you would think like, this could never do me any harm, but it will. Like, I don't know. I don't even know if that makes sense, but just know that they're very sneaky in with their like revenge plots. Like, it's pretty interesting. It's pretty impressive, actually. Like, damn, that was good. I wouldn't have thought about that, Another thing about Cancer is, like I said, they're a money sign. So I'm going to touch on that a little bit. With Cancers, money spells security. Yeah, I'm going to let that sink in. It spells security for them. So the Taurus, right? They're the other money sign. Taurus's way of attaining money and security is by work. They work. They put in those hours, it's blood, sweat, and tears. Cancers, on the other hand, they just seem to attract wealth. They are a very lucky sign. Like, luck and wealth and like fortune just happens to fall into them, into their laps. Like, and then if that doesn't happen, they kind of like, how can I say this? They manipulate themselves to the money or to the fortune. Like, they use their brain more to acquire wealth than the actual physical labor or like the footwork, if that makes sense. They'll figure out a way to spot like an opportunity for a financial gain. Like, I don't know how to better explain that, but that's just what it is. Like, they just know what to do. Like, they'll, how they say work smarter, not harder? That's what they do. And then they're also very lucky. So with those two things combined, a Cancer gonna make it, make it work. They gonna get to the bread, as they say, the money, the bread. Y'all get it. A few misconceptions when it comes to Cancers is that they're weak. They're not weak at all, by no means. They appear weak sometimes because they're so emotional and they're so sensitive that people mistake those qualities for being weak, but that's not the case. They're just sensitive and emotional, but they're very strong. They have a very tough backbone. They don't give up. They have a way of how can I say this, using a backhanded approach. They don't have a direct approach. They'll go from side to side to side, and then that's how they're going to get to where they're going, by just sliding to the sides. They're Cancers are very sneaky, like, and I don't mean it in a bad way. It can be used, for bad, but they're very sneaky. Like, they know how to move. Like, they're loyal to the ones who they love, but if they don't love you or have that certain level of respect for you, you better watch them. Yeah, watch them. But as to yeah, they're not weak at all. They're very strong. Cancers are actually one of the strongest signs of the zodiac by far. They don't give up. They're gonna figure out how to get to where they need to go. They're gonna use their brain. They're not weak at all. They say they're unstable. I don't know how to defend that, Cancers. Y'all can be a little unstable. Not in a like you're starving and you can't eat, but because they're so emotional and so sensitive that it's not always level. They're always feeling. They're like, how they describe Cancers is to feel. They have feelings within themselves. They're feeling themselves. They're feeling you. They're just so intuitive and in tune with others that they just feel, and it's kind of, yeah, they might be a little unstable. I'm sorry. They might be just a little unstable. They say they're crybabies. Again, the emotions and the sensitivity, but a lot of them aren't crybabies at all. A lot of them you will not see them cry. And if you do see them cry, they're at that point that I talked about before, when they're about to lose their shit. Like, I say the Cancers, they a little cuckoo and they'll snap easy. And some people will be like, oh no, people say that Cancers can be crazy and they snap. I'm not like that. Or I know this Cancer and she's always so sweet. She never loses her cool. Let me explain something to you. I didn't say it happened easily. I said that it does not happen easily. It takes a lot to get them to lose their shit. But they will lose their shit. It can happen. It will happen. It probably will happen. You might not have seen it. I don't know. But I'm telling you that a Cancer can and probably will lose their shit. Okay? And if they haven't, they've just been that fortunate in life that they didn't get pushed that far. But if they just so happen to get pushed that far, watch the hell out. Okay? It is what it is, Cancers as lovers. Okay, I could probably talk a little bit about this. I have dated a few Cancers in my life, and they have been one of the the sweetest boyfriends I've ever had. You know, they are very romantic. They're going to take care of you. They're givers. They're passionate. And I don't mean givers in a monetary way. I mean, they do give in a monetary way, but I mean, they're just give anything. They just want to make you happy, you know. Of course, I said they're very emotional. They're emotional when it comes to everything. One Cancer guy that I dated, he was so emotional and so sensitive that he cried all the time. And it drove me fucking crazy. I was like, listen, bruh, you cannot cry. Like, stop crying. Like, if you want to cry, that's fine. I'm not saying that you're, you know, a bad or not a man or weak for crying, but go cry when you leave, or don't cry in front of me, because it makes me feel weird. You know, like, what am I supposed to do? Y'all know I'm a Capricorn, so, you know, I don't be crying or whatever. Don't be crying in front of me, because then I'm gonna treat you like a punk. I'm gonna be mean. Like, you know, Capricorns can be mean. It's really bad, but don't certain stuff like makes me be mean to you, and I don't like weakness. If I feel that you're being weak, I'm gonna be mean to you. So I don't know if, I guess that's why I really love I have 2 best friends that are Cancers. Love them to death. Dated a few guys who are Cancers, like, seriously, because, you know, Cancers, they don't give up, like I said. So if they want you, they're gonna get you. Like, the Cancers that I dated, all 3 of them, when I met them, I was like, hell no, nope. They didn't give up. They were just so sweet. They just make you like them. They just grow on you. Like, a Cancer will grow on you. Maybe that's why they're called a Cancer, because Cancers grow. I don't know, but they fucking grow on you. But anyway, what was I saying? Very sweet, you know, very romantic. They're givers or whatever. But yeah. You know, they can get viewed as weak because they can be so emotional. And, you know, certain people, if you're like me, we don't like the weak stuff. But other than that, they're the best mate that you can have, because they're going to take care of you. They're going to, like, do anything to make you happy. Honestly, making you happy makes them happy. That's why, like, honestly, as sweet and giving and kind as Cancers can be, they're actually very selfish. On the low, on the inside, they're very selfish. You would never, ever, ever, ever know that a Cancer is selfish, but a Cancer is selfish. One way is, in a relationship, making you happy is making them happy. So they do it for themselves, if that makes any sense. I don't know. It's so weird. But they're very devoted, very loyal. Honestly, that Cancer mate is going to be putty in your hands. Like, just putty. You know, they're going to like, a Cancer's one, like, I'm done. They ain't done. I can't take this anymore. You can. You will. You're strong. You're going to take it because you love me. You know? Like, that's a Cancer. Like, they're putty. Like, literally all you got to do is just, like, you know, show them that you love them, and they just love you. As a friend, Cancers are some of the best friends that you could have. As I said, 2 of my best friends are Cancers, and you know, they're good friends to have. Like, they got your back, you know. They're always there, you know, when you need them. They're easy to get along with because they're very sweet and very nice. Sometimes they could be a little bit draining because they're so emotional. And they're good at playing the victim, and that shit's irritating as hell. And it just sucks that the Cancers that I have that are my best friends, they're women, and sometimes I just see them, like, getting taken advantage of in relationships, and the shit just irritates me. So I just want to say, you're fucking dumb, leave him, you know. But you can't say that or whatever, or I may have said it, and that's another story. But anyway, yeah, they're really good friends to have overall, though. If you have a Cancer as one of your close friends, like, it's really good, because literally they have your back. Like, you can count on a Cancer. Like, they're so loyal. You can count on a Cancer as a friend. So as a friend, it's easy to make them your best friend, and as a lover, it's easy to fall in love with a Cancer. It really is, because there's really sweet people. They have a heart of gold, you know. So in general, another thing about Cancers that a lot of people don't know is that they're actually very opinionated. You know, they're very sweet, and they come across very shy, but they're very opinionated, very, very, very opinionated. And I even know some Cancers that are not shy, and they're just opinionated. You know, like, you may not want to hear what they're going to say, but they're going to tell you, like, how they honestly feel. A lot of Cancers are, like I said, almost psychic. You know, it's hard to deceive a Cancer because most of them have, like, very intuitive, you know, influences with them. And another thing is a lot of them have like photographic memories, you know. Oh, another thing about Cancers that I forgot to mention. Oh, they're such big flirts. Oh my God. They are such big flirts that it's like irritating. Like, unless you're the one that they're flirting with, then you're like, ooh, you know, because they're so good at that shit. Like, it's like a science to them. Like, they just turn that shit on and just go. But if you are not the one that they're flirting with, you're looking at them like, you're fucking corny. That shit is like so lame. But, you know, it's all good. It's cute. They get it. One thing, their sensitivity is, I keep talking about them being sensitive and emotional, but their sensitivity is their strength. Like, I don't know how to really explain that, but I'm just going to leave it at like their sensitivity is their strength, and they should know that. Another thing that they should know, for the Cancers out there that are shy, if you overcome your shyness, right, and use your qualities for good, there's almost nothing that they can't do, like, because they're very strong and they're very lucky. So when you have that natural luck that like gravitates to you just from you being a Cancer, if you overcome that shyness, you won't miss out on opportunities that you missed out on being shy. So if you overcome that, you can do a lot of things, you know. Another thing about Cancer that you should know is, and they should know, is they come across very calm and strong, and they are strong, but they portray that. But a lot of times on the inside, they feel very insecure and very inadequate. So in return, they're looking at others like, oh, they got it all together, and you know, they're doing everything right while I'm just winging it. And then they inhabit this victim role, and it's just not becoming. They need to like let it go, because they have all the potential in the world to do everything, you know. And then a lot of times when they get into that negative mindset, they have a problem for every solution. That with them, when they're playing that victim, it's just everything's a problem. But then again, is everybody, then they're involved in everybody's problems, you know. But the thing is, problems depress Cancers, because they want harmony and they're good people. So they need to just let that go, because like problems depress them and it harbors on their mind. And so you just let that go, you know. And as I said, they're always feeling. They're feeling you, they're feeling themselves, they're feeling the universe. They're very in sync with feelings, you know, and it's so Cancerish. It just makes them emotional. But, you know, all in all, a Cancer is, you know, that sweet, loving sign, you know, the zodiac's favorite, or one of them at least. They have that hard, like a crab, they have that hard shell on the outside, but on the inside, they're just as soft. They just soft, they putty, you know, on the inside. When danger is around, they don't like I said, they don't like problems, they don't like danger. So whenever danger is around, you know, they just go back into their shell and then just go in the sea. You know, into the sea and the water, what makes them feel, you know, safe and secure, unless they snap off and kill you. By the way, Cancers are known to be killers. Of all the statistics of all the signs that murder people, Cancer is like one of 3, you know, and I could totally see that. But anyway, so yeah, that just kind of portrays them, you know, that crab, you know, the Moonchild. So I think that's it, Cancers. Happy birthday to all you Cancers, or moon children, as I would say. Thanks for tuning in. If you have not already, subscribe to my page, like my video. Please leave me comments. I want to know all the feedback in the world, good, bad, indifferent, whatever. I love to hear it. So until next time, signing out. Astro Sounds by Sifi.